All right, we are in math and today is Tuesday. So, what is on the agenda for today is the folder titled What is an Exponent? And as this says here, we're going to go through each of the items there, and what is due is the practice and the quick check. So, I've already kind of opened this up, but we are in session 3, week 1, and I'm following my agenda to find the folder that says What is an Exponent? So, let's click on that. And we're going to walk through most of this together. You can go back through this video. You can go back to these sections in your course, whatever you need to review and to learn this information. So we're talking about starting with repeated operations. So let's read through this. You may have learned in an earlier course that multiplication is a way to simplify repeated addition. For example, if you wanted to add 4 plus 4 plus 4, you could add 4 together 3 times or multiply 4 by 3, which is the number of times that 4 is added. It may be faster and easier for you to multiply 4 by 3 than to add 4 3 times. So in this lesson, here we are right there, in this lesson you will learn a way to simplify repeated multiplication such as 2 times 2 times 2 through the use of exponents. You will learn how to use the order of operations to simplify expressions that use exponents. So these are really our goals: to identify exponents in a given expression and to apply the order of operations to solve expressions with exponents. So we're going to see these words: base, exponent, and power. If you are taking notes, now would be a good time to stop, just to pause the video and write down these kind of keywords, that the use of exponents is a way to simplify repeated multiplication. So if I were to write notes on any of this information, that's something I would pull out. The use of exponents is a way to simplify repeated multiplication. So go ahead now and pause the video and add that to your notes. The other keywords are other things you may want to just put now in your notes, and as you see examples of these or definitions, you can add those. So if you need to pause the video, you can do that to add that to your notes as well. Okay, so this on the side is just the multiplication table written out. Okay, so what are exponents? How can you express the product of 2 used as a factor 10 times? So basically, 2 times itself 10 times. You could write that out. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. You get the picture, 10 times. But in writing this out, you can see exactly how many times you need to write the number 2 and a multiplication symbol. So this is all about an easier way to write this expression using exponents. Okay, here is something that you'll want to put in your notes. A definition: an exponent is a number that tells you how many times a factor is multiplied by itself. So take a minute and pause and write that piece down. Okay, the factor is called the base. That's another piece you're going to want to fill in your notes. The factor itself is called the base. The base and the exponent together are a power. Okay, so those are all things that you'll want to write down, and as you keep going, you can add more examples and more notes as these details unfold. So here's a little tip. In the numerical expression that we just said, 2 times 2, so 2 times itself 10 times, the number 2 is a factor. So that would be the base, which means it is multiplied by another whole number. In this case, it is multiplied by itself. So the answer to this problem, or any multiplication problem, is called the product. So that's just a reminder about some of the language of multiplication. Okay, so let's keep going here a minute. In the previous example, the base 2 is 2 since that factor is multiplied by itself. And the exponent is 10. So to write this in exponential form, you'll write the base, and then to the right in a smaller raised font, write the exponent 10. So the power is 10, and we would say this as 10, is 2, so 2 to the 10th power. You could write that example down. You could write the multiplication equation that's listed above, 2 times itself 10 times, and show that written in exponential form, that would be 2 to the 10th power. So it's multiplied by itself 10 times. In general, you would write a number in exponential form as the base and then the exponent. So like I kind of showed a minute ago, to read an exponent, begin with the base and then say to the blank power. So like up above, 2, written with that 10 as an exponent, is read as 2 to the 10th power. Okay, and then there are some special ways to read some exponents. So let's look at this. 2 with an exponent of 1 is read as 2 to the first power. 2 with the exponent of 2 is 2 squared, or 2 to the second power. 2 with the exponent of 3 is 2 cubed, or 2 to the third power. You can feel free to pause the video and write these down, or take a screenshot of this to add to your notes. Okay, so I'm going to stop this video and you're going to go into this part of your math course. So you're under this folder, what is an exponent? And the second slide within that folder, scroll down to here and review the mental math tips. So you're just going to finish this instruction on your own. Once you are done with that, you can go to the next video.